if you guys need coins to pick up a player for your team, check out Mud Store. Use promo code Toke for 10% off. Hey, yo, what's good, everybody? How's everybody doing, dude? I usually don't make these type of videos, but I saw something I came across. I figured I wanted to share with you guys exactly what just came out for Madden 19 Ultimate Team news. So I'm just going to share this with you guys, read over it, and I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how to make these videos, but let me know what you think down below. Madden 19 deep dive into Madden Ultimate Team. Now, in this article, it looks like what they're going to be talking about is player upgrades. The design that drove the most amount of feedback from Madden 18 was unquestionably the power-up players. I agree, bro. I absolutely agree, because I'm trying to get these golden tickets right now, and all my coins are not in power-ups. It allowed you to have the most powerful version of any player. Now, there are screenshots in this as well, but it came with some limitations that we could not handle without additional development feedback. We definitely heard and understood the feedback and invested in building support for power-up players and players in Madden 19. Let's start, dude, I'm not a very good reader. I'm just going to point that out there. Let's start from the beginning and to discuss what made upgrading players difficult in Madden 18. First of all, it took a lot of exploring through sets, knowing blah, blah, blah. This may not apply to everyone who is dedicated enough to read this blog. Hey, I'm reading the blog, but power-up players were too complicated. That, and they just, like, they didn't get anything but, like, +1s to the cards that were already there. So if they're going to bring these back, they've got to make them more powerful. Understand how to get team tokens and that you actually knew what to do with them. Our first goal in Madden NFL 19 was to streamline this process, and it started with building a new currency type called training. Training is one of the things you need to power up players in Madden 19. The primary way you'll earn training is by quick selling items you do not need. More on training a little bit later. Now we can move on to the next layer of accessibility. Removing the need to go sets, so easier access, I guess. Would it be easier if you could just upgrade players from the item itself instead of getting lost in one of the hundreds of set paths? Yeah, I agree with that too. Now when you click on a player, the first thing you'll see on the back is an option to upgrade. If that player has an upgrade option, you'll be launched into the new player upgrade UL. Now look at this picture right here. This looks like, to me, guys, that this is what not only Madden 19 is going to look like for Ultimate Team with the white background, the coin count, the level count, and everything, but it looks like here the upgrade path. Tier 1, Le'Veon Bell, he's going to be a 72 overall. I don't know if these images are correct. You can see the stats on them. Absolutely terrible. Let me know what you guys think about that screenshot. But as you can see in the image above, you now have full access and visibility into all the upgrade options that the player has. Also note that some tiers require training, while others require a specific item. Navigating through the different tiers will also show you what the player's new ratings will be every step of the way. So we've touched on how we made the design more accessible, but the player's upgrades features need to do way more than that. I said we listened to the community and understood the frustration, so let's start addressing those. First, we should rip off the band-aid and say up front that once you upgrade an item, it still becomes non-auctionable, non-tradable. I don't know, man. Unless you're getting something for free, like a Ultimate Legend upgrade pack, a free legend or a free card from a solo, I feel like everything should be auctionable. You shouldn't limit somebody to not be able to do it, but that I should keep on reading, because the big difference in Madden 19 is that you'll be able to downgrade and go backwards on players that you don't want anymore. By doing so, you'll also be refunded a portion of what you invested in that player, which is huge. Because if you're going to take a guy down, so let's say I power up a guy, he sits there, doesn't get an upgrade for 3 months, I power him back down and try to sell him, he's not worth any coins anymore. So if they're going to give us a refund, that's kind of dope, actually. By doing so, you'll be refunded a portion of those. Let's dive into an example of these numbers and see what they look at. Aaron Rodgers, base power up, 80 overall. Tier 1, 82, requires 100 training, where they said you can get training from quick selling cards that you don't need. Tier 2, 84 overall. And a Tier 3, 87, requires his 86 overall core elite. 86 overall Aaron Rodgers, Madden 19 confirmed. This year he was an 89. In this example, you have acquired the base version of Aaron Rodgers' power-up. This item is auctionable tradable up until the point where you invest 100 training into him to reach Tier 1. From there, put 200 more training onto him to Tier 2. If you want to go backwards and stop investing in Aaron Rodgers for whatever reason, you can choose to downgrade. When you downgrade from Tier 3 to Tier 2, you'll get the core elite Aaron Rodgers back. And if the core elite that you got back was auctionable, he will return to being auctionable. Going from tier 1 will give you a good percentage of 200 training points back that you invested in, so you'll get your training points back as well. And we are still determining what the percentage will be, but we will let you know as soon as we have settled out on that number. And finally, going from tier 1 to the base will make the base item auctionable again. Sounds a lot better. Honestly, it sounds really, really confusing. The only way, in my opinion, this is going to be better, yes, it's awesome that you can downgrade the power-ups, is what type of refund you're going to get. Because you know what I'm saying? Like, if you unpower up a player and you don't get a really, really good refund, you're still losing out on the coins. You might as well keep them non-auctionable, non-trade. But wait, there's more. How many times does a brand new player come out and he looks absolutely sick, except for the chemistries doesn't match what you personally value? Come on, EA. Well, we as the MUT producers are removing ourselves from that equation and turning it all over to you, the players. I like this a lot, dude. I absolutely love this. In Madden 19, almost no players will come with chemistry outside of team chemistry already equipped. Instead, you will have the option to upgrade that player, which opens up a chemistry slot and a bank full of options. Let's do a basic example. You acquire a core gold player. When you acquire him, he has nothing but his team chemistry equipped. But when you click on that player and choose to upgrade him to tier 1, you unlock a scheme chemistry. From their tab, you'll be able to see the bank filled with the available scheme chemistry options. You get to choose which one to equip, so you can choose whatever chemistry you really want. And just as we've done with upgrade tiers, you'll have the ability to remove or change the chemistry as we go. If you equip balanced offense, but you want to change it to go deep, balanced offense chemistry. Madden Ultimate Team wants to continue delivering more ways to let you personalize and customize your team, and being able to choose chemistry loadout is a great opportunity for future goals. It's worth noting that not all players will have the same chemistry options, especially when it comes to chemistry abilities. Players will not be able to get a certain overall and have a specific attribute at a certain ratings threshold in order to have that ability appear in the bank of chemistry choices. So thresholds might be coming back. We'll do our best to share this information in more detail, and we've had the time to tune those values. Now, I think these might be stock examples with the cards, so don't get like all buttered if you're a Le'Veon Bell fan, he's 70 overall. Maybe he will be, and you have to upgrade him that way, but I'm sure he's going to have an elite card. It says, check out the chemistries. Balanced offense chemistry. There's a PR, a ZR, a PF, a WC, and a GD. So it's going to be interesting to see what all these chemistries are, and maybe they'll share them in a later blog or something. So tier 1 for balanced offense is +1 catching. I can't really see the other ones. Maybe you guys can see them. Tier 2, the image is kind of blurry. It's not me. Like, I don't want you to think my thing's blurry. The image is kind of blurry. Tier 2 is +1 carry and pack. Solo battles. All right, let's just keep going. There's a lot of information, so I don't know if I'm putting you guys to sleep. Let me know in the comments. Solo battles. Another feature we're excited to talk about is solo battles. Solo battles bring the competitive feel of Weekend League to players who are more comfortable taking on the CPU. I like that. There's a lot of you guys that watch me. You guys are solo grinders, don't really play head-to-head, so there'll probably be like a leaderboard for that or something. There will be 13 games per week, and in each game, you will try to earn the highest battle score. Battle scores are earned from completing a solo battle game, winning a solo battle game, and the stats you accumulate in that game. There is one additional factor for determining how many battle points you earn, and that's by choosing your modifier. The modifier is a combination of difficulty, game style. Higher the difficulty, higher the multiplier. Solo games are full game challenges versus the computer. The quarter length is set to 3 minutes, and you'll have only one chance, so you can't restart, to record the best possible results. There's no restarting, there's no replaying, and you probably earn packs or something like that. I'm not really sure. Each week, your goal is pretty much straightforward. Earn as many battle points as possible. The reward structure for solo battles will look familiar to the Weekend League. So Weekend League for solos. There are 14 different rewards, which include players who are in the top 100. We're not quite ready to detail the exact rewards. They don't want to say the best rewards in Madden this year. I don't blame them. There's one more really unique aspect of solo battles worth mentioning. While you're playing against the computer, the roster will be compromised of real-life MUT teams. That means you'll be participating in MUT. You are potentially eligible to have your team chosen and represented in solo battles. If you guys are new to Madden, they used to do stuff like this back in the day where they would take community members' teams, put them into solos, and you'd have to play them. Since we are constantly pulling teams for the community each week, so it's cool that they're bringing this back. The rosters you are facing will always be tuned and with the latest content in Madden Ultimate Team. Now, that sentence right there is awesome for the solo grinders. I want to see a blog that comes out and they say the exact same thing for Draft Champions. I'm going to read it to you again. Let me tune it a little bit, though. The drafts you will be facing and playing against will always be in tune with the latest content in Madden Ultimate Team, Madden 19 Draft Champions. Let's wrap up talking about solo battles by outlining what our current thoughts are for the process for content release candidates. There's a chance that this could change, but we are currently planning a mention earlier. There are 13 games. The featured opponent game will also have an increased amount of battle points. Monday, new solo battles begin. Featured opponent, the first 4 games available. Wednesday, 4 more games. And Friday, 4 more games after that. So you're looking at 12 total solo games. And this is what it's kind of looking like. This is my first time looking at it as well, guys. So I'm looking at it for the first time like you guys are. Like I said, I'm really interested to read the comments down below on all your thoughts about everything I went over. Did not finish the first solo battle. Second solo battle, he won 7-0. All right, I can see an opponent selection, featured opponents, solo battles progress. So you can see your ranking system as you're trying to rank up and earn as many points as you can to be #1 on the leaderboard. So we're going to get back into some more stuff here. Squad challenges. MUT squads return in Madden 19. And new this year, we have added the ability to play games against the computer. So another version of CPU play. You and 2 of your friends can team up to take on a challenge that would mix a different variety of difficulties, playstyles, and even weather. We will produce weekly challenges and plan on continuously updating this throughout the year. All right, I like this updating throughout the year. Are we going to get squads play a friend? Because I know a lot of YouTubers, I know a lot of you guys, I think that would be a big hit that they missed out this year on not being able to play squads against your friends or do wagers or whatever. While there are only a few new squad challenges each week, you'll be able to replay them over and over for consistent coin reward. That's good. In addition, there will be a sizable first win reward and an extra incentive to beat these challenges at least once a week. We're excited about squad challenge. I feel like I'm reading you guys a book and like you guys are just sitting down in front of me and I'm just like turning the pages. It's kind of cool. Kinda. Excited about squad challenges because it offers a platform for players who just want to have fun, play together, and not worry about having to play against another team of 3. Also, squad challenges serve as a practice environment for squads if you want to get some extra rep-ins before taking on the competition. And regardless of how you want to engage with squad challenges, there's no doubt that we will be offering some unique challenges that will put you and your team to the test. There's a long-term roadmap for our vision on what squads can evolve in. I feel like they're heading towards esports there, but I don't know. So we'll look at this. Squad challenge. Defeat each computer opponent. Easy challenge, medium challenge. I'm assuming a harder challenge. So we got a lot more to go over. So let me keep going. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I don't even know who's going to watch this video, to be honest with you. What else? In addition to the 3 major features we have built, there are a few more important things worth touching on. A good place to start in addition that all of Madden will benefit from, and that's the inclusive of 7 new specialist positions. Okay. In the lineup screen, you will see new options. In addition to third down running back, that will help you get players you want in the right position on the field in specific formations. That's dope. A player like me, I substitute guys constantly. Rush right, left end. Rush defensive tackle. Pass defensive tackle, I'm assuming. Slot cornerback. Sub linebacker. Power running back. That's cool too. Goal line, you want to bring your power running back? You can set it. Slot wide receiver. I'll save the deep dive for a future blog. So if they do another blog, this video gets good content, good engagement, I'll bring you another one. I just randomly saw this on Twitter. So these positions were created so that gameplay could tag formations with new specialist positions. So for new instance, instead of having to manually sub a defensive end down to the defensive tackle out of nickel, just assign that player to your rush defensive tackle slot, and he'll be there every single time you call nickel defense. And since we're on the topic of MUT lineup screen, we should discuss some changes we've made there. First of all, we all felt there was too much depth. There's no reason to have positions like offensive linemen needing 3 total players per position or 5 kick and punt return slots. So we shaved that excess off and then decided to make all the remaining positions for offense and defense count to chemistry. All right, that's dope. There are now 25 slots on offense, 25 slots on defense. That counts towards chemistry. That is a lot. That is a lot. As long as you are playing someone in their natural position, they will contribute to your team even if they don't see the field. So power-ups, dude. Motivators. Like, I have to start Von Miller to get block shedding for my entire team. Now, I don't have to start him if this was next year, and he'll still get block shedding to my dad. I like that. I like that. I like the pro. I like that. Here's a look at the full breakdown. Quarterback 1, quarterback 2, so you have to have a backup quarterback if you want the extra chemistry. 3 running backs, 2 fullbacks, 5 wide receivers, 3 tight ends, 2 offensive linemen for each position. And then left end, it's going to be 2 defensive linemen, 4 defensive tackles, 2 left outside linebackers, 4 middle linebackers, 2 right outside linebackers, 5 corners, 2 safeties, 2 strong safeties. Well, that's pretty much in-depth look at what we're working on and thrilled to deliver to you in Madden 19. Blah, 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 blah. Let me know. What do you guys think? I think I kind of told you what I like, what I didn't like, what I hope they bring, what I don't hope they bring while I was going over that. I think if I did, I don't know. This is more of just a news feed. A lot of you guys don't look at blogs. Now I can, boom, show it to all of you guys. Really want to know what you say down below. Are you happy? Are you not happy? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let me know.